Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we're back on the test server with the free-to-play account, and we want to take a look at the new update that just dropped. The patch is live on the test servers. I believe Tuesday it will be coming to the regular server, so shortly it will be coming up. First thing we want to look at is the, of course, popularity. So very interesting. Hot heroes, popular signature items, popular furniture. So you can actually go through and look at different chapters. So even looking at chapter 31 plus, Rowan, Iran, and Leica top 1, 2, and 3 in the campaign. You can also look at the King's Tower. Same, you can look at chapters 31 plus, depending where you are, especially it'll make a really big difference when you're earlier game. So when you're the 16 to 23, as you can see there, Ain's absolutely dominating the King's Tower because of his explosive ultimate ability. But looking at the Tower of Light, you can also see the most popular heroes there. It looks like it does default to the 24-30. So anytime that you swap it, it does go back. It doesn't stay to 31, which is where I'm currently at. But looking at chapter 31 in the Graveborn Tower, Pharrell, Damon, Thorin, Nara, Shamira could really impact when it comes to the campaign, who you're looking to build and what you're looking to do. Because some of the more possible ones is, of course, the Brutal Citadel. As you can see here, Brutus is the absolute superstar. Here, he only goes to 2. So if you want to progress very far in the Brutal Citadel, Brutus is a hero because of the immunity shield he provides that you would want to build. Also interesting, the Arena of Heroes. So you can actually look in the arena, look at the actual heroes, who they're best matched with, what artifact they are wearing that they are best matched with, which again kind of breaks it down a lot. Even the Legends Challenger Tournament shows who Rowan is usually with, shows what artifact they're running. Twisted Realm is really the interesting one that I've seen. Even looking at a boss like Kayn, Twins is #1 here, usually run with Saurus, which I know in Kayn, because of the ability, most players run, if I'm not mistaken, most players run Taylene in here, but I'm assuming that this is a little bit different because you don't have Taylene. 31 plus Taylene, there we go, #1, #2, there it looks like capped out 999. So running it with this specific team comp that we see, the Twins running with Rowan, running with Aziz, Saurus, Taylene. So definitely a very strong comp. You can even just kind of get the information here, depending on the team comps you're looking at and seeing what heroes are doing the best and what heroes are running what artifacts. So very cool, super informative piece that AFK Arena has added, especially for newer players. Going through the campaign, like I was saying earlier, very interesting to see the team comps that they're kind of running. I think they might break this down a little bit more in the future. But if you look, Ainz and Albedo are very used. I mean, 1 and 3, chapter 16 through 23, which it was refreshed 5 hours ago. This could always change. You can also search by heroes, which I thought was pretty cool too, is you can look specifically what heroes of which class is really shining when it comes to the campaign, depending where you're at, especially looking at chapter 31. They use Saurus and Nara more than anyone else, which I definitely agree with. Some of the ones that I find kind of crazy is, of course, Yukio. Not many people have Yukio because he was a purchase-only hero when it came to AFK Arena, but it looks like Yukio does really well with the Gwen Arthur team comp. So Rose follows Gwen, Arthur's there with Yukio providing crowd control, Nara, Khazard, and Lucreta. One thing to note is Chaos Bringer on all of the warriors that I have seen in here. The Chaos Bringer is the artifact of choice, like we said from the beginning when this was released. Unfortunately, when it comes to the Rangers, I don't see anyone using the Shroud. So unfortunately, AFK Arena or Lilith came out with a brand new Ranger artifact that nobody absolutely uses. The Call is awesome because of his crowd control effect. The Eye, very strong as well. Even Leica using the Eye over the Shroud. I don't think anyone is going to be #1 from the Shroud. Even some that I would assume like Ezio, again, no Shroud because they are frontline, they are tanking. Shroud is close there, but Dura's Eye. So very, very interesting point there. Second one we want to look at is, of course, Grez. So I do have the old Grez pulled up. Here is the new and improved reworked Grez. Grez attacks an enemy in front of himself 3 times for 80% or 80% damage per time. So the original one was strikes an enemy in front of him, dealing 70% damage, stealing 15% of the target's defense to increase his own, stealing the enemy's power, causing their damage output to fall by 50%. So now Grez is not stealing 15% of that defense, but he is causing their damage output to fall by 50%, which will be an absolute game changer. And the damage they receive to increase by 25%. So not only is he dropping the damage output, but he is increasing, and the damage they receive is to increase by 25%. So he's providing a buff similar that we see with Warwick, which is crazy. That it seems very, very strong right now. We're going to have to do a lot of testing on it, but that seems really good. If the target he is on, because remember, a lot of times that players have been running him, he's on one specific target because they've been running him in boss comps, mainly Eins and Albedo bosses when it comes to the Abyssal Expedition. So if they're receiving an increase of 25% damage, I'm not sure if it's just from Grez or if it's going to be to all sources. The effects of this ability shall persist until the enemy dies, Grez dies, or until it is used on a different enemy target. So again, I'm hoping this is not only specific to Grez, but it is everyone in the entire team, because if you do have just one single target, that is going to be a huge, huge increase in damage. Level 2 damage is increased to 90%, up from 80% was the original. This is the big one. The original Grez damage increased up to 90%, but Grez now also steals the same percentage of the enemy's attack rating, which was the 15%. The new and improved Grez's attack rating is increased while he is stealing his enemy's power, which again goes back to his original ability here. So when he is on the target stealing the enemy power, Grez's attack rating is increased by a value equal to 75% of the enemy's attack rating, and will change according to the enemy's attack rating or rating value fluctuations. So essentially, this is the aspect that made Grez so RNG, so 100% random, is depending on when the ability worked. If the enemy was at 1,000 attack or if the enemy was at 200 attack, when he stole it, that would amount for the huge, huge range of RNG that we've seen with Grez, resulting in the rework. Lilith has said the rework was coming, so we're just going to have to see if this is going to be a positive or negative to Grez. Either he's going to be a hero that players are going to use religiously, or he is going to be a hero that no one is going to use because of this adjustment they made for him. So again, time will tell on how well Grez is going to do. The other hero they did, of course, make the fix on, and a lot of players who have built her, Alna, were very, very upset because her plus 30 signature item, when Alna's health drops below 50% for the first time, the effects of Winter's Call are triggered. A lot of players said that when she dropped below 50%, that effect was not working at all. So when Lilith released the hero, she was kind of broken because this did not trigger all the time. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it did not, but now it is fixed. The other big thing coming out of this, of course, is the Oak Inn. So they're actually redid how the furniture is going to be recycled, which I absolutely love it. I believe right now we cannot recycle blue furniture, but there is 115 or 114 blue tier furnitures, which is has no stats. It is just kind of for look. We can recycle. That gave us 2,500 tokens. So the blue, I don't decorate the rooms, but very, very cool because you can actually go through here, recycle all of the furniture at once. You don't have to go ahead and put it in there or drop it in there. I believe it was like 14 at a time that you had to put in there. Also, you can auto recycle on and off. You can auto recycle the blue, You can do the elite, you can do the legendary furniture. So these two will actually turn on. Boom. So now when I do a pull here, it should go ahead and recycle the furniture, which we did a mythic pull there. We got another piece for Iran. So all of my blue furniture, all of my purple furniture, my elite furniture should be recycled. Auto recycled 30. Left all my mythic furniture in there, or excuse me, my legendary furniture in there that we wanted to. So very, very cool. Saving this furniture, and that's why when you do this, when you pop up this one, it gives you a warning, because majority of the time you'll use the furniture. I have 25 mythic, I have 62 of my legendary furniture. Like I said, most players will use the legendary furniture up to the point of not needing it. A lot of times the elite furniture, not so much, but when it comes to either having empty rooms, such as right now, because I just opened up a room there. If I didn't have any legendary furniture, I would not have anything to drop essentially onto Damon there, which we only have 2 pieces, but does raise his stats quite a bit. So very, very cool update and adjustment for that. But overall, the popularity seems pretty cool. The biggest thing that I could see here, even going through signature items, kind of who to build, is this could really, really lead to just everyone building the same heroes. Because if a lot of newer players say, hey, Rowan, Iran, Saurus, Pharrell, Shamira, which interesting with Shamira, Shamira is a hero most players don't take to a plus 30 signature item, but she is 5th. Looking here, Celestials or Hypogens, Zolrath leads the way by a huge, huge dividend of taking him to a plus 30, which I thought was pretty interesting. Alna being a new hero, even being taken built that quick, I guess. And then also when you look here, Yukio, again, very, very high. Arthur, Ainz, of course, Ainz, everyone takes to a plus 30 right away. But when you're chapter 31 plus, it seems Yukio. I'm going to build Yukio after looking at this, after looking at a couple different avenues, looking at a couple different popular furnitures. Even there, Yukio stands out pretty much above everyone. So 3 of 9, 9 of 9, still Yukio built above anyone else. When you get a little bit further, he goes actually to the bottom. Not sure if just mid game or early game, he does really, really well. Arthur, of course, an absolute monster to build. 3 of 9, very, very good. 9 of 9, which is interesting because when you look at the furniture list, this will break it down statistically, looking at what Lilith has done here. When you look 3 of 9, okay, Yukio and Arthur is good. 9 of 9, Yukio and Arthur is good. But looking at endgame, 3 of 9, oh, actually Arthur and Nakaruru. This needs to stay with I don't like that it changes every single time. That needs to stay to what I set it to. Because if I want to see endgame, you're going to have to change it every single time you change. But guys, let me know what you think. The popularity will be there with the new patch. Signature items are up there. The popular furniture is up there, as well as the hot heroes. So the heroes that people are building in the campaign. Of course, number 1, Rowan, Iran, and Laika. Hands down. So even looking here is all of those heroes are what you build. They're what you build now. But who's at the bottom? Number 50, Mortis, which I could see. He's very, very strong, but still a relatively new hero, more difficult to get. Kelthar, Anoki, most people do not build. Grez is usually just for the bosses. Zafriel, Ortho, so even chapter 31 plus. Nimisu the bottom, Kaz the bottom. So a lot of heroes that we expect to see in the bottom are still at the bottom. But guys, that will do it for tonight. A big shout out to all of my viewers. We're over 14,000 subscribers. It is Christmas Eve here, so get ready. Christmas is coming. It will be here tomorrow very, very shortly. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you and your family. Make sure you're safe this holiday season. Get ready for the new patch that's coming. Grez, again, fingers crossed, we built him on the pay-to-win account. So I am hoping that he is going to be really good and he is going to be worth building. And I hope he's not going to be a hero that we're just going to go ahead and put back on the shelf, and no one's going to use Gruz again because they fixed or adjusted his overall damage to not be so wildly crazy. But again, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.